everybody, welcome to Review Time with iSlip. I am iSlip, and today it's probably going to be a really quick review, taking a look at Transformers G1 Snapdragon. Now, we're going to start in robot mode for one simple reason, and that is that these little feet things are incredibly hard to get out. That said, this is a G1 toy. This is from, what, I think Season 3 was when they switched over to these. Actually, no. Yeah, Headmasters were like Season 3, the end of Season 3, the beginning of Season 4, I forget. In any case, he is a Headmaster. Let me just make sure we are in focus. He is a Headmaster. His head is in place. His head is called Krunk. And, yeah. So he is a triple changer, which is why if you look, he has, like, you see, his hands are not really hands, they're just purple nubbies there, and that's because they serve another function besides being hands and having to meld in with the rest of this piece here. I got this off of eBay. Actually, I got the body with the little wing pieces and the head separate. So I got the body and the wing pieces and the head. I don't have any weapons for him. That's okay because he has 5mm ports all over, so you can just take, you know, any spare gun that you have laying around or any two, and it fits nicely in his hand. And I like this gun with him, so I'm going to keep it with him. This is the Warbatron gun for the Grimlock. My Grimlock finally broke. Yeah, here he is, rolling around. He's got this humongous backpack. You gotta remember, this is G1 and it's a triple changer, so I've seen better looking triple changes for G1. I've seen worse. When I say worse, I'm thinking Broadside. Broadside was definitely a bad one. He was one of two, I think they were called Horrorcons, I forget. It was him and Apeface, and they were the only Headmaster triple changers that I can think of that were, you know, and monsters as well. So let's go over articulation really quick. There's none in the head. Arms rotate 360 because these also double as the legs. You get a bend in the opposite direction. Nothing on the hand. Well, I mean, I guess if you decide to and you want to mistransform it, you can make his hand point forward and you can put something in there if you want to. But his legs have a decent amount of articulation considering it's a G1 figure. They go forward there. If you move all of this back, they go all the way back. He's got a double knee, as you can see, double knee. This bit here moves. It's not supposed to move, and it doesn't lock into place. Thankfully, there's enough friction where it doesn't just, you know. But he's got that, and his toes have a little bit of movement in them, but you want to be careful because once you stick them in there, you're going to need a tool to pry them out. And then, of course, you've got this piece here, which definitely looks wrong. I'll show you what that piece is in a minute. But yeah, so you've got that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Headmaster since... Oh, you know what? Actually, before we do that, let's do a quick size comparison with a current generation's figure. He is about the size of a deluxe figure. So, he's a decent size. You know. He was the only Headmaster I owned as a child. He was the only one I really cared for, to be honest with you, except for Fort Max. So, before we start transforming him, let's put that over to the side and we'll take a look at his head. Whoops, his head. Which, let's see, does that flip over? That piece does not flip over, just moves around a bit. Okay. Looks like it's supposed to flip over. Oh, it does flip over. Okay. Are you supposed to flip over? Well, I don't know if it's supposed to flip over. I don't have the instructions with me, and I actually had this guy as a child, so, and I don't remember this. I don't remember it moving up, but, well, you can flip it up for the dino head if you want to. And it kind of hides the eyes a little bit better than if you just go like this, then you just got the head. Its mouth does open, only at the bottom, but it opens. It's got teeth. So that's the head for the Dino Dragon mode, which I shouldn't have jumped the gun to show, but hey, here's the Headmaster port. I think usually when they do the Headmasters, the head is the plug-in area. So anyway, transforming is easy. You just unfold it, and then you move the arms, and they're really angular there, so when they go around this corner, you're putting stress on it. I probably wouldn't do that too much. It looks like it's on a ball joint, like some kind of a ball joint, or maybe a mushroom peg. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's got little molded in arm details. Let's see if I can focus in. Little molded in arm details. Here's the head. It's unpainted, but that's okay. This is G1. Stuff like that happened with figures of this size, and it's a really small size. Let's go ahead and put him here. I'll show you how small he is. He's the size of a Micromaster, which means he is really, really tiny. He's smaller than a well, he's about the same size as a Minicon, depending on the Minicon. So, and here it is compared to the rest of the body, which now doesn't want to stand. There we go. So yeah, there's that. So we're gonna take him and we're gonna get him in his sitting position, little sitting position, and we'll set him off to the side. We're gonna go ahead and transform this into, actually, let's go into, let's go into the dino mode. So we're gonna make his little dino head, put it to the side, fold these pieces up. We won't need to worry about them anymore, so that's good. Let's see. This goes, we'll fold this out like this, and then this just stays kind of crooked. Flip this piece right here over. These go down, and you just do that like so, and flip the wrist down to reveal that they are actually feet. So nowadays they would have molded in fist details right here, but again, G1. So let's see. This goes down like this, right? At an angle, because you got to fold this up here. There we go. Now we're going to do official transformation and then my transformation, which is not that much better than the official transformation, but I like it better. Okay, so, alright, I don't even know if I did that in the shot. Okay, we got the leg here. You take the leg, bend it here, bend it at the second nub here, and flip this around, and you flip this out, and that forms a little dino hands, and then you get this situated so that he will stand up. And that's the only slight complaint, is that this is a little loose. Oh, and then you flip this piece here over like so. You flip this down to cover up that spot, or leave it open if you want to, if you got something else you want to put in there, like the spike from Masterpiece Optimus fits in there pretty good. And you just take this and shove this in here, and you get no tech specs for, none of those special specs going on back here. But there you have your dynamo. Hold on, this is not quite right. It's supposed to be, whoops. It's supposed to be something like that, and it's a bit of a mess. I won't lie to you. I mean, there is a way to clean it up a little bit. Let's see. If you take this and fold it like that. Do that again. Over here, fold it like that, and then fold these pieces back a little bit. I mean, his little dino arms don't really do anything anyway. They're like molded into punching things, and then just kind of straighten it out a little bit. You've got a slightly better dinosaur mode. And then this way he looks straight on instead of, and if you want to, you can bend this piece down so that his tail drags. If that's your thing, you can leave it straight if you want to. It's not really going to matter because he can't really run with all this kibble like this anyway. And then you can just, if you want to, the mouth does open up. And yeah, so that's pretty much dino mode. It's not the best. It honestly is better than 8 Faces 8 mode. So there's that. And then we're just going to go ahead and transform him into his spaceship mode, which is probably the best of the modes. You're going to pull the little guy out. Just get him ready to sit down. So you just take it and just put that over to the side. Oh, and there's, 5mm ports everywhere, so you can kind of put guns on if you want to. Or you can have him hold the gun in his hand if you want to. Which would look better if I had 2 of them. That would actually look like it was, like these were the dino fingers or whatever. Anyway. So you flip the little neck peg thing back in there. Flip these back down. We're going to straighten these out for now. Straighten that out. Make sure it's straightened out. Take the feet, flip them down, flip them down. Straighten that. Straighten that. Bring these down. Now, my wings are a little floppy on one side, and they tend to droop, so I just make the other one droop. I think they're supposed to be straight, but we're just gonna go with the droops because that's the way it works. Bring this down like this, straighten the tail out, and you've got most of the spaceship done. Then you take this piece here, bring it down here, and then nope, you're gonna leave the piece like that, and you're gonna use that double leg bend elbow thing and just fold it over like so. And then you're gonna flip this piece over, and that completes your jet mode. And it's a pretty decent looking jet. Hold on a second. Straighten these out a little bit. Pretty decent looking jet, and the way these wings tilt in, it actually offsets that you have to tilt the wings here at the bottom down. I think they're supposed to be like that anyway, but I'm not really sure. So, so there you go. It's got wheels on the bottom, so it does roll. It would roll a little more smoothly if my area here was smooth, but it's not. And there you go. And then you just open this up, and you take your little Headmaster and just sit him in there. And he just sits in there. He doesn't have a special seat or anything, so he just sits in there like that. And you close that up, and then you're all set. And then if you have the weapons, if you have the actual weapons, you can plug them in down here at the dino hands, and they would just be there. But we only have the one, and it's not really meant for this, so it tends to flip out, just fall out, whatever. But yeah, there's that. And he's pretty cool. He is pretty cool. I'm not sure why he has this. He has a compartment here, which is where the figure sits, and then he has like a fake nose cone over here. This all should have just been white. That would have just made more sense. Even if it's just that decoration, it looks like it was meant to be. Oh yeah, and he's got his reveal the shield rub sign here. I don't think it works. Now it's not changing color. And the stickers on it are, for the most part, pretty decent, considering that this toy is like 30 years old. And again, for size comparison, here is a deluxe figure laying on top of it. Come on. So there's the size. So yeah, this is G1 Snapdragon. Now if you get him all together with everything, it's gonna run you about $130 on eBay. I got the body, I think it was like $50, and the head for $8. Yeah, it's a little expensive, but you know, G1 memories, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, and I'm glad I got them. It's more so today than I did yesterday when I actually got them. You know, I haven't played with them for a little bit. Definitely, if you're into triple changers and headmasters and G1, then you are good to go with this guy. So I'm iSlip. Thanks for watching. Ciao.